This week, the first week of March, we're moving through a total lunar eclipse on March 3rd. Across cultures and history, eclipses have been seen as moments of revelation, turning points, and emotional intensity. Whether you approach this symbolically or spiritually, the theme is illumination this week. So here's what astrologers traditionally associate with this lunar event. Remember, these are broad, energetic themes. So take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. And always, always trust your intuition first. This week's eclipse energy is dissolving illusions and revealing what's real. For the earth signs, this is about structure, not rigid structure. It's about sustainable truth. What stays, what goes, what's actually aligned. For Taurus, your vision of the future is evolving now. Friendships, communities, long-term goals, something is reshaping itself. Virgo, relationships are recalibrating. Choose reciprocity over obligation, balance over overextension. And Capricorn, speak the truth gently. A conversation this week reshapes your reality, so be careful. What is leaving is making space for what is aligned. Trust the reveal. All right, the following Earth sign reading is a general Celtic class reading for the first week of March that I did live on TikTok on Saturday. So be sure to like and subscribe and follow. My first 500 subscribers here on YouTube get a free VIP lifetime membership to my members only section. And now let's get on with this week's reading. Avatar that looks like me a little bit. All right, this is for our earth signs for the first week of March. This is for all of our earth signs. So we're talking about Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this would be for all Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, whoever it's meant to go out to. So there's a lot more than just your sun sign. There's sun, moon, and rising. You'll have to check it out. I have some short videos about that stuff in my Learn Tarot with Kat playlist over there on YouTube. All right, we're coming up earth signs, and I am a Capricorn moon. I'm a Sagittarius sun, Capricorn moon with Cancer rising. Hi, Kara. How does it been? Okay, I'll keep that question in mind. I'll pull a card for you after this live. We're coming up in the heart of our spreads. Love it. 4 Wands. The 4 of Wands. I call this a card of happy home and hearth. And 4s are nice and stable. That's a beautiful card. It also can signify weddings and births. I don't know who this is meant for. I know it's not meant for me. However, that's what we're coming up with in the heart of our spread. We're being crossed as our challenge, obstacle, awareness, another ace. The last reading, we had an ace in the heart. And I'm not surprised with what we're going through energetically right now, everyone. We're coming up with it. We're crossed as our awareness, I believe, or challenge, this Ace of Cups. I think it's an awareness for sure. We're bringing with us in the subconscious tool shed, we have got justice. Bringing some justice with us in the subconscious tool shed there. A little bit of karma that we're bringing along with us. We're stepping out of the immediate past, a 6 of Cups, kind of energy and situation very recently. Beautiful. Crowning us, 2 Pentacles in the crown. 2 Pentacles in the crown. Stepping into the immediate future, we've got 7 Cups. A lot of cups. A lot of cups. We're the 4 Wands in the center. Okay. All right. Us in our environment this week. Earth signs. This Earth's another cup. King of Cups. The King of Cups. It's good to be the king. It's good to be the king. Mel Brooks there. Dating myself. All right, welcome you guys. Welcome everybody's here. Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah, do check out my YouTube channel. You can check out the whole reading. Also, those of you who are on here, don't forget to do all the little hearts before you leave. It's free. Tap, 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 tap on the screen. I always try to do it for my friends, especially if you're like group 7. Make sure you're doing all the things. All right. Thank you guys for being here too. I really appreciate you so much. Thank you for the heart. Thank you for the rose. Oh my goodness. And you guys, I don't have a moderator yet. I'm so new to this, so I apologize that I can't interact with you more while I'm doing this and keep these readings down to a decent time limit. So I can't wait to open my new areas soon. Thank you guys for supporting and being here. All right, our environment is around us, earth signs. Of course, it's giving us the moon, and that we got a full moon eclipse there, and that's our environment this week. That is the full moon eclipse on March 3rd, right there. Yeah, for sure. That's our environment. And our hopes and fears sector, I don't think it's fear. I think it's a hope. It's 8 pentacles. It's 8 pentacles. I get that. We had an 8 in there in the hope fear sector. Last reading too is the 8 cups. They're all equated with strength to like keep moving on, but in kind of slightly different ways. Final potential outcome. And I say potential outcome, you guys, because this is just energies. This is just advice. This is just reading the energies that are, and with this happening, if it goes a certain way, the potential outcome could be, oh look, 7 pentacles. Okay, totally jives. Totally jives. Beautiful spread too. I love this. This is a beautiful spread for whatever earth signs out there. This is meant for. I'm loving it too with my Capricorn moon. Your moon sign is your inner you, the one that not everybody sees, not the outer you, and this jives with me too. So I love that. Before we get deeper into this reading, we're going to pull one more card from my Arcanum deck, which I did a back and forth. We will read it either upright and reverse. I highly recommend this deck for anybody trying to learn tarot or who's curious about tarot, or especially if you're trying to learn those tricky reversals. This is a great deck. And if you want to know more about any of the decks I use, go over there to my YouTube channel and my shorts. I have a big deck short. Check out my big deck collection. It's very tongue-in-cheek and it's a lot of fun, but it goes over all the different decks that I currently use. Except for this one. It's not in there because I made it before I got my rose gold tarot deck, which I really, really love, which is the one I'm using right here. All right, and our confirmation card wants to be that one. We are going to leave that hidden until the end of the reading, and it'll give us further clarification or confirmation on this reading. If at any time you think you know what it is, drop it in the comment section. I think that the confirmation card is going to be whatever you think it's going to be. All right, so earth signs, you're coming up in the heart of your spread with the 4 of Wands. This card of stability, stable home life, happy home and hearth. 4s are stability, structure. So it can be marriages, weddings. It might be, it's awfully, because it's Wands, it's related to family and passion and family connections. And so, yeah, that's what we're coming up as in the heart of our spread this week, that 4 Wands, the card of happy home and hearth. And in our awareness, we've got this beautiful Ace of Cups. Cups are everything from the neck down. They're love, they're our heart, they're our soul, they're our intuition, their creativity, their soul connection. And aces are just the essence of the thing, the beginning, the seed. So I feel like we're with, gosh, this would really go with like a wedding or a marriage. I don't know if any of you out there are, maybe there's a wedding proposal coming, maybe there's a marriage coming, maybe there's a baby being born, and we've got this beautiful ace. Aces are new beginnings, just the very beginning of a thing. That's beautiful. And that is what is in our awareness. I don't see it as an obstacle. I don't see how that could be an obstacle. I don't even see it I don't even see it as a challenge. I think it's a beautiful awareness for us this week. That's a gorgeous center, earth signs. Gorgeous heart there. So we're bringing with us and down below us in our subconscious tool shed. So we're just naturally bringing us, as part of us is justice, karma, and wanting to see justice, wanting to see things brought around to wanting to see, yeah, that's really important to these earth signs as we're moving forward in the world through this eclipse season and what all the revelations and things that eclipses bring. Okay, especially an eclipse in Pisces, with Pisces still in Saturn, demanding some structure. How interesting. We're stepping out of our immediate past is 6 cups. So this is the card of like family reunions, family get-togethers, reconnecting with those loved ones that you haven't talked to in a long time, reconnecting with friends from ages ago that you know, oh, I never thought I'd connect with them again. It's a lot of that. It's celebrations too, especially family celebrations, especially it's a card of nostalgia as well. So it looks like we've been going through that in the immediate past. This is our immediate past. In our crown, in your crown this week, earth signs, what's going on up here is juggling the Two of Pentacles. It's twos are generally a fork in the road. So I think we're experiencing some beautiful stuff, and we're seeking justice and karma, because that's now just part of us. And so as we're stepping into what we're getting to here in the staff, with the King of Cups, and then the Moon, and then the Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups, this Two of Pentacles is juggling things, trying to find that balance, trying to find that temperance, he's got also the waves behind him. Like, so right now, this week, and look at all this water, the Cups water, and then the Moon card, and the King has his toe dipped in the waves. It's not real smooth. It's waves under the King's foot, but he's got his toe dipped in, and he's trusting his intuition. So he's got all this wavy water behind him. So like, that's what it's going to feel like this week. It's feeling like that this week. And so we've got that in our crown, that, whoa, this is okay. This is different. I got to keep this balanced. And it goes very much with the Justice card, keeping balance. So that's what our focus is on. And up here this week is keeping that balance. So we're stepping into a challenge with this Seven of Cups in the immediate future. We've got 7 cups. Okay, 7 cups. So sevens, the 7th major arcana is the Chariot, which is all about continuing to press forward and continue forward momentum through a balancing, through exactly what the Two of Pentacles is doing. Keeping the forces balanced, keeping, exercising temperance and all of that. And so the reason why that is necessary with 7 cups, this is all of these beautiful options. Some of them are real, some of them, and I don't want to get into all the symbology in what's in all these 7 cups, but it's like all of a sudden you've come to some realizations and experiences, and the universe is like opening up, and you go, oh my gosh, I could do this, and then I could do that, and I could do, and you can get lost in that. You can get analysis paralysis, I call it. This is a card of analysis paralysis, 7 cups. Hi, welcome back. Welcome in, you guys, and welcome all of you who are here. Welcome, Queen. Thank you. All right. And thank you for all the little things, and thank you for tapping on the screen. I always do that when I go drop in on your lives. Can't wait till I have a moderator to share back with you. This is being pre-recorded, by the way, to post on my YouTube channel, so do go over there to Tarot with Kat. Anyway, 7 cups. The thing that's Pisces and Saturn is asking for structure with all the revelations that we're having, that we're going to go through and experience this week with this moon, especially with this full moon in Pisces. It's going to demand that we pick it, that we balance, that we exercise justice and judgment and balance. I wouldn't be at all surprised if this confirmation card is the Judgment card, or even like the Hanged Man, taking a different perspective, because it's going to be all about being discerning and deciding, okay, you've realized these things, and you see all these different options now. So what are you going to do? Pick a structure, make a plan. That's what Saturn asks of Pisces this week. Anyway, astrologically speaking. So beware of analysis paralysis the week after, the second week of March, with all these opportunities that are going to be presented to you. You are the king this week, the King of Cups. You're totally in tune with your intuition, your creativity. You got your toe dipped in those waves. So you are balancing things out. You're trusting your intuition. Kings are the core cards that are in charge of forward progress, future, building the future. And so that's you. You are in connection with that, and you are focused on building the future with these cups. Just beware, have a plan. So look at your environment this week is going to give you mystery. It's going to give you all this unknown. It's a dark night. It's an eclipse. It's a total eclipse, and you've got all these creepy crawlies crawling out of the water. This is a total Pisces card. This is things unknown. And you got the two dogs. You got the wild dog and the wolf. You got the tame dog and the wild dog. The wolf and the tame dog, both baying at the moon. And this is how you're going to feel in your environment. Like, the tame dog is the one that has a plan and structure and training and discipline. The wild dog reacts, is very intuitive, but is very reactive, can be very destructive, out of control. And the old Chinese proverb says, you know, these two dogs, they're going to get in a fight. Which dog is going to win the fight? And it's the dog that you feed. Which dog will survive? The dog that you feed. And the whole point is, feed the good dog, not the bad dog, and trust in your intuition. You're going to feel this way this week, that there's a lot of things that are mysteries that are coming up that all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that. Secrets coming to light, especially things from the past coming to light. Maybe with these recent reunions you're stepping out of. Could have something related to that. And then look, your hopes and fears. And I think it's a hope. You've got 8 pentacles now. Finally, we step into some earth. This is the material world. Pentacles is the material world. It's earth. It's your health, your wealth, your finances. It's your material state of being. And the 8 is the strength. So it follows the 7, which is great. And you got a 7 in your outcome too, which is pushing on. But 8 is strength. 8 is the strength to continue just plying your trade, continue doing your thing, make a plan, stick to it. That's the 8 of Pentacles. That's gorgeous. So, and that's what you're hoping to do. That's what you want to do to overcome this analysis paralysis and make the right choice. Don't do nothing because you're afraid of making the wrong choice. Continue doing what you're doing, playing your trade. You got this. Trust in your intuition. Unknown things are coming up. That's okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be, if we get the High Priestess or the or even, I don't know. Let's wait and see. Potential final outcome is this 7 Pentacles. So again, he's standing there looking at what he's been working on and growing. So you've planted something, you're growing something, you're keeping things balanced out. He's looking at them going, okay, this is good. Starting to reap a harvest. That's good. What do I have to keep doing? What do I have to? And so that's your final outcome this week, is just continuing along that path, which I think is exactly spot on. What do we think the clarification or confirmation card is, you guys? Hi, Daniel. All right, I'll keep that question in mind. I don't have a moderator yet, so I'm really hoping that I can get back to all these comments on this live. I am recording the live on my TikTok studio. And so this video will post on my YouTube channel, Tarot with Kat, on Monday morning with some editing. I'll give more of an astrological overview for each sign. I also do biblical parallels to all these readings, and all of these go along with scripture. This is all about God's energy, love, the right path. Yes, that's what this is all about. So here we go. What could this be? We're going to read it either upright or reversed. Like I said, High Priestess. Something about pushing forward. Something about the strength to keep playing forward. Something about breaking free of this analysis paralysis. We could get some swords coming up, but that would be a warning to us. I don't know. Let's find out. I said could get some swords coming up. That could be a warning to us. Anxiety. We got the 9 of Swords upright, which is anxiety. You guys got to go to my YouTube channel. Check out under my Learn Tarot with Kat playlist. I've got, in October for Halloween, I did all the scary cards of the tarot. The Death card, the Tower, all the swords, and I ranked the top 5. You would think Death would be number 1, but it's not. So you should go check it out. This is one of the darkest cards in the tarot. 9 swords, not 10. 9 swords. This is the card of anxiety bothering us, it's also because it's a 9. We're at the end of a cycle. So, and because of what we're experiencing, you guys, look at this. Because of our environment this week, because of the moon, because of all these mysterious things, we could, you know, be troubled by thoughts like the kind that keep us up, the kind that, so here's your key. Stop watching, turn off the news, stop scrolling. I had to delete things. I was getting sucked up into some of these news stories and things that then put me here. It put me in this 9 of Swords thought, you know, and not thinking on good things, not thinking on things that make me feel good and feel love and feel peace. And you don't want to go there. And so I think this is a warning to us as we're having the strength to fly forward. And we're experiencing the moon this week. And remember, I talked about the good dog and the bad dog. So you're going to have all these thoughts. So do not feed the bad dog. Don't feed the bad dog. Turn off the bad news. Turn off, especially all the conspiracy theory stuff. You guys, anybody can put anything they want out there. And it can be very entertaining and intriguing. But what people have to tune into is where it's taking you emotionally, and hear where it's taking you. Because if it's taking you here, you're going to get stuck in this analysis paralysis. You're going to go backward. I don't see that. I see beautiful pressing forward with, you know, increasing your material well-being. You have this beautiful energy around you, and you are the king, and it's good to be the king. You're the King of Cups. So you're building a future that is so beautiful that that is exactly where you need to think, and you will avoid that. That is exactly your warning there. When you're experiencing this, don't feed the bad dog. Don't feed the wolf. Feed the good dog with the things that you feed your mind and your soul. And there's your advice for earth signs for this week. Thank you guys so much. Is that the anxiety, fear, tarot card? Absolutely. Well, the Tower, you should totally go watch my video on YouTube. I hope you will. I hope you hop over to YouTube to Tarot with Kat later on after this, and hit subscribe and go to my Learn Tarot and the scariest cards of the tarot. I made it back in October when I was very first starting out. So the editing is a little rough in a couple spots, but I had fun making it. But anyway, the Tower card can be kind of terrifying for some people, depending on how you view it. That's an interesting one.